Good morning, tubers. Matt M. Roy back once again. Back to you at daybreak on the 6th. Mom and I are here at our local auto shop, Dillinger's. We're going to be getting some state inspections done on my van and her car, which oddly enough are due at the exact same time. But we want to get her early because last time came around noon and they weren't actually taking anybody in. They get so many people here that want state inspections that you have to get here like really early in the morning. Right now it's about 6:45 and looks like we're the first ones here, so hopefully we'll be the first ones done and back out of here, because that's all we're getting done, hopefully, providing everything passes, of course. It's actually pretty cool this morning, isn't it?
It's like 45.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need to put some gloves on, I think. But it's beautiful. What a beautiful sunrise. You can see it right back there. Usually is pretty around here. That's right over the 7-Eleven. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this vlog. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. Talk to you guys a little bit later. Who's that sleeping in her bed? Who's that sleeping in her bed? Who's that sleeping in her bed? Mom is just lazy today.
Don't bother.
Now you gotta tell everybody on YouTube you're sleeping in. We just were so tired after getting up early to get our state inspections done, right? And we both passed, thank God. Yep, so we didn't have to get any work done. I went home and crashed, and I thought Mom went out to walk, but apparently she didn't.
Nope.
She went right back to bed like I did.
That's why I was reading and it put me to sleep.
Yeah, which reading usually does to me, too. But Mom has got a little boy sleeping with her. Mr. Milo, when I first came in to see her, Mr. Milo was here. Baxter was right on the other side. So we have very cute... Cleaning each other? Yep, very cute kitties. They love to clean each other. And I actually laid down just for a minute, put Baxter on my chest, and he stayed probably for about 5 minutes, which is kind of odd. He doesn't usually do that. But Milo, you're being a good boy. You're keeping Mama warm on this cold Virginia morning, aren't you, baby?
Oh, next closer to me.
He did. He's near your gluteus maximus.
Yes,
You are one funny little boy, Mr. Milo. Yes, you are. What a stinker. Well, we'll let Mom sleep. We'll let Milo get some rest, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Tubers. Mom's going to get up in a few minutes, but it just felt so good to get some extra sleep. Not being used to waking up that early really put your body for a loop, so I figured I'd let Mom rest, but she said she's going to get up anyway. Oh, tell you, my allergies are in full swing today. The pollen is back out. I got up this morning and yesterday, and sure enough, you could see it on the car, but you don't have to take my word for it. Check it out for yourself. All right, tubers, so we'll head outside here and show you. It is a beautiful day, but I'm telling you, the weather is definitely taking a turn for the colder. And you can see it right on Dad's truck here. Let's do the classic. Wash me. I'm going to try to get a thumbnail of that. Hopefully it comes out, but at least you get the idea, guys. The pollen is really, really bad today. You can even see it on my van over here. We'll take a look at that. Oh, yeah, look at that. Mine looks like it spewed up the pollen. It's got these little pollen balls on there, but that is what's driving my allergies crazy. Oddly enough, with the new inspection stickers, instead of going in the middle of the windshield, now they're putting them to the driver's side. Not sure why that is, but I have to get in there later on and try to get a lot of that residue off. Really disgusting looking. I wish they would have taken care of that, but that was probably a little too much to ask for.
Take pictures and list that up.
Oh yeah, we're getting ready to list a few more of Dad's cars. It's going to be a lot of work.
Detailing.
But hopefully we can sell them, right? At least one.
At least two.
Oh, he wants to get rid of two. That's right. We don't really care which, except for the Mustang. We don't want to get rid of the Mustang.
Yeah.
if we can help it. But I was just telling them, for whatever reason, they've switched where they put the state inspection stickers from the middle to the driver's side.
Yeah.
But I have to go in there later, maybe with some Goo Gone or Goof Off, and see if I can get rid of the residue.
All we need is a new razor blade, nice sharp one to get in there.
Do you have one that'll work? All right, we'll take care of that later. But I'm going to go make myself some lunch in a few minutes, because I ate really early this morning. Yeah. But we're all set, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Tuber, since I showed Milo, I figured I gotta show you guys Baxter. I know you guys love to see him. He's doing really well. He does not have any of the seasonal allergy problems that Mr. Milo has. Thank God. Though he does still seem to get the goop in his eyes. Been a very, very sweet cat today. He is definitely an interesting mix. I had to confirm that he is at least 20 to 25% bobcat. So that's why he's so large. And he has got so many different mixes of other cats in him. I definitely see some Bengal cat in there. Got a little bit of Burmese in him. He's definitely a mutt, but he's a sweet mutt. Yes, he is. Getting about 15 pounds right now, so he is really a large pussy cat. Almost too big for the perch. He could barely fit into this perch. Isn't that true? You want sniff? He's a sniff rubber. Loves to sniff and loves to rub. I was trying to brush him before, but he wasn't very happy with that. I gotta get a better brush. But I think what he probably wants, and he hasn't had from me yet this morning, are treats. Do you want treats? Is that what you want? Yeah. You want tweets? What? What do I have? What do I have here? What do I have? Is that for cats? Is that for kitty cats? Here we go. Here we go. He goes nuts for these. These are the Meow Mix treats. Not actually the Whisker Lickens. I'm just using the container. Don't tell the Purina company that. But while he eats, I'll show you. I got my stuff for my oil change the other day. I need to bring this in the garage. I settled for the STP high mileage since my car has almost 110,000 miles. I watched YouTube user Scotty Kilmer, and he talked a little bit in depth about the newer oils, and he said he's really liked the STPs. Now, he said specifically he likes the synthetic STP, but when I did some more research, I found this is actually a decent oil as well. Engineered with anti-wear additives, whatever the heck that means. It probably has something like Prolong or Duralube added in there to help your engine last longer, you know, make sure the bearings and the, you know, the different seals and everything don't wear out. I'm sure it doesn't help anything with the pistons. And I did pay up a little bit for the oil filter this time. I decided to go with the new improved protection from the Fram Extra Guard, extended performance, advanced protection. And it says it's got the oil filter with sure grip, and all that actually means, and it's funny that they can get away with it. Fram has always had, if I can get it open, this matte handle on the bottom that allows you to make sure you put it in firmly. You don't have to use like a special tool. And I actually like that feature. And over the years, I've had very good luck with Fram oil filters. I know quite a few of you guys have said to me that you're not a big fan of either Fram or STP, but I'm going to stick with Fram because I've used this on pretty much every car I've ever owned. I use this on my Monte Carlo, on my Taurus, on my Ford van, and it's always done well by me. So I'm all set to do the oil change, which is going to be put on hold for a week or two while Dad gets his cars in the garage straight. But I'm going to go ahead and pause this vlog, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers. I've had a lot of questions from you guys lately asking me, Matt, how do you sell those refurbished computers so quickly? Well, I'm going to give you a few tips. Whenever I list a computer, I always try to present it as nicely as possible. In other words, the computer right next to the monitor, the keyboard, and the mouse sitting right there. Now, that alone, nice pictures, is usually not enough to sell a computer. You always want to accessorize. Just like with your clothes, you want to accessorize your computers. In my case, when I go around to the thrift stores, I'm always finding things such as webcams. Right here, I have a Logitech Webcam Pro 9000, brand new in box that I picked up at the one of the local Goodwills. I don't exactly remember which one. Paid about $5 for it. That's going to add about $30 worth of value to this particular computer. Another thing I've been picking up recently are the Zikos Universal 57-in-1 memory card readers. These I paid about $2 a piece for. Again, this is probably going to add maybe about $20 in value. And these are really cool because these read almost every type of memory card, from the memory sticks to all the different compact flash cards, the SDHC cards, even the mini SD cards, which you find in a lot of the cell phones today. But this is really, really nice to have, especially if the computer is selling like this one is a business class system and it does not have the memory card reader built in. A lot of people still like to see that. DVD burner is a must. In my case, I was lucky all of these came with DVD burners. Dual layer is good if you can get it, but as long as it burns DVDs, burns CDs, that usually makes people happy. Now, on my computers, I pretty much install exclusively Windows 10. Depending on what I have available, I usually put in at least 4 gigs of RAM, more if possible. This particular one is at 4 gigs. This has got the Core 2 Duo E7400 processor. Decent processor, though. The next few of these that I build, I'm going to go ahead and splurge, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up some Core 2 quads. Probably the Q6600s, maybe some of the 9400s. Just depends on what I can find for sale on eBay. Another thing that I like to do is when I build them, I use multiple hard drives. In this case, I'm using 2 640 gig hard drives. Basically what I do is I sell that as a 1.2 terabyte of total hard drive space when I list it. And I explain to people the reason I do that is you want to have a redundant backup. So let's say you're into photo editing and you're saving a lot of your photos on the C drive. Well, I explained to them in Windows you can set it up to where it'll automatically back those files up to the D drive as well. That way you have a redundant backup of all of your files. And that doesn't work just for photos. That'll work for video files, for game saves, pretty much any type of data that you want to do that with. So there are a lot of ways to squeeze just a little bit more profit out of those computers that you're selling. Like I said, accessorize, make sure they're presented nicely. Like when I took pictures of this computer, I actually put this here, something like that, and then I put that over there, and they were a little bit straighter, but you get the idea. People want to be able to see nice pictures, because I'll be honest with you, a lot of these sites offer up Let Go, Craigslist. People don't even half the time read the description. They just look at the pictures. So as long as you have good pictures, you're almost guaranteed a sale. I hope this helps you guys out. I'm going to go ahead and pause the vlog. I hear Dad's about to come in. I need to get some lunch. I'm getting pretty hungry, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. One thing I did forget to mention, and this definitely helps, is I've been able to go online recently and attain some very inexpensive licenses for Microsoft Office. And in this case, I have Office 2016, which includes Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, OneNote, all the goodies. So if you can give them some productivity software along with the latest Windows operating system, you'll be golden. And you're almost guaranteed a sale. But that's pretty much all the tips I got for you. Time to go munch on some lunch, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.
All right, tubers. Well, there's a secret I've been keeping from you guys, and I figured now was as good a time as any to kind of let the cat out of the bag. I actually have a date tonight. That's right. It's been a long time. The last date I went on, the last relationship I ever had was my ex, Donna, and I'm a little apprehensive about it, and I've said this before, I am not a person that likes to date a lot. I don't like the club scene or anything like that, so basically we're just going to be going to IHOP. Of course, my radio had to come on at an opportune time, right? But we're going to be going to IHOP. It's just going to be a dinner. I don't know if anything's ever going to come of it, but at least I'm getting out there again, and this is something that's very uncomfortable for me, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. So those of you out there, pray for me that this date goes well. I don't want to jinx it, and I'm not going to. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But I'm just really happy that I'm finally getting back out there. On a different note, I went to Dollar Tree, and believe it or not, they didn't get their bread delivery yet. But from yesterday, they had 3 loaves of the Cobblestone Brooklyn Rye left. For those of you that haven't seen this in a vlog yet, this is one of my absolute favorite brands of rye bread, mainly because it's soft. It's really easy to eat. Most rye bread is dry and kind of tough. This is nice and soft. If you look here, I'm pushing on it. It pushes back, so it's a little bit spongy. Actually, that's why my mother doesn't like that brand of rye bread. But I mean, for $1, you just cannot beat that. This is $2.50, $3 for the same loaf in the stores. So I picked up 3 of those. Whenever I get them in, I just freeze them and we take them out when we need them. I don't eat a lot of rye bread, but my dad does, and I figure it's a lot cheaper than having to go to the store and pay $2, $3 a loaf. Any little bit of money saving is always a good thing. Well, you know what, tubers, I'm going to end the vlog here for today. I have a few things I have to do before my date tonight, and I'll let you guys know how it goes in the next vlog, maybe tomorrow or the day after. You guys will just have to stay tuned. Hope you guys are really enjoying these. There is definitely some more interesting stuff coming up in the near future. I apologize. I know some of these vlogs have been kind of long-winded and boring, but the weather has just not been cooperating with me at all. So I think in the very near future, in the next month or two, going to have some really nice days. We're going to be able to get out there and get some real good footage. Definitely continue to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.